Hello guys, and welcome back to the channel. And by the video title, you know what this video is about. Mock Draft 5.0. Now, on the next one, I'm going to try to do it live. If it's not live, then you got to see a pre-tape. But either way, if it's live or it's pre-taped or like that, it's going to be a good video. But this is Mock Draft 5.0 of the Steelers like that. You know, the Steelers mock draft we've been doing until the draft starts. Actually, I think the draft is in a few weeks. It's in, if I'm not mistaken, I think it's in 2 weeks. Yeah, like that, because I believe it's the 27th, if I'm not mistaken. It might be a different date, but let me get my terrible towel. Terrible towel, you know, since we're doing the Steelers. It's like I broke something. Since we're doing the Steelers, what's the name? The mock draft. My terrible towel on and stuff, but you know, the past few mock drafts, I think the last one was my best one. We got the offensive tackle, we got all the positions we wanted to get like that. We got the offensive tackle, we got the linebacker, we got the cornerback and stuff like that. We added depth at the DB position as well. And we added the defensive tackle. We got Jervon Dexter. That was great too, getting him and too. I feel like he's gonna be a very special player. So we got a lot of good pieces. This draft, I'm doing something different, something crazier. I'm going a different approach. You know, most of these are kind of like what if approaches because like we have a lot of scenarios, a lot of rumors of maybe the Steelers might trade, maybe the Steelers might do this or that or that. So I'm going to that type of approach with this year's. And this not this year's one, but this day's mock draft. And I'm gonna start off with the first pick. I took Joey Porter Jr. He was available. He was sitting right there. It was him, Cam Smith, and Keely Ringo. It was above all the offensive tackles. So I was taking the best in the first round. I'm taking the best player at their position. So like if you like, let's say for instance, you got an offensive tackle. He's the number one in his position, but they got him drafted and ranked lower than the cornerback who we have on board as well. I'm taking the best player like that available like that we need, position we need. So I took Joey Porter Jr. From Penn State. As you guys know, Joey Porter Jr., the son of Joey Porter, who's an all-decades team, a former All-Pro, multiple-time Pro Bowler, Super Bowl champion with the Steelers, amazing player, amazing linebacker. He was a coach as well with the Steelers before, linebackers coach. And you know his son probably grew up. You know he's from Penn. He was in Penn State. He was born in Pittsburgh probably too, most likely. Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and then he grew up around the area. He probably grew up in the locker room, been around so many greats. Probably already know Mike Tomlin, know most of the people on the staff, so it'd be like kind of easy transition for him just to come in and stuff. Because I'm pretty sure his father was coaching, probably brought him out there to see like some of the great players and see like some of the great guys on the team. Like this is how you do it, this is how you go like that, and kind of just like absorbing all that information and stuff. So he probably transitioned very easily, just like Kenny Pickett did when he was with Pittsburgh Panthers. You know, he was around the Steelers Stadium a lot like that because the Pittsburgh Panthers play there, and then he knew Mike Tomlin already and knew some of the guys already, and kind of just like it was an easy transition for him because like it's already familiar territory. So that'd be easy for him to do, and just be like him just to focus on just playing and transitioning that play from the college to the NFL. The next pick was the 32nd pick. The 32nd pick, I traded it. I traded the 32nd pick and Mitchell Trubisky to the Buccaneers for Devin White. And you might be saying, okay, some people might not agree with it, but I think it's a good trade. 32nd pick, the pick we acquired from the Chicago Bears was the extra pick. We still have our second pick really, which is the 49th pick like that. And you use that and use Mr. Trubisky. The Buccaneers need a quarterback. It took forever for me to get a trade deal done with the Buccaneers, a similar thing, declined everything. I did a third rounder. But I knew it was gonna be enough. But sometimes you gotta test the waters a little bit. So I did third rounder, 2/3 this year, next year. They said nope. I did our 49th one, and I did a fifth one. They said nope. The 49th one, I did the fourth one for next year. They said nope. I did the 49th one, the third one. They said nope. Then I did the 32nd one, and then I did Mr. Trubisky like that. And it was like, okay, yeah, we take that. I was like, okay. Like that. So I worked my way up like that with all the like the offers and stuff like that. They finally took it. The simulator make it look realistic, like there's like some real GMs out there. That's actually good though. But 32nd pick and Mr. Trubisky trade to the Bucs. The Buccaneers need a quarterback. Mr. Trubisky won't be like a superb quarterback for them, but he will be an upgrade for whoever they got. I know they got Kyle Trask over there. I haven't seen Kyle Trask play at all, so I don't know if the Buccaneers maybe trade up in the draft to take a quarterback too, or they might just sit and like, the Steelers trade Mr. Trubisky and 32nd pick. You can use that 32nd pick to draft the quarterback. Or you draft a quarterback with your first pick, and then you have Mr. Trubisky be the transitional guy, come in for you, play that year, maybe the other guy sit behind him for a year, or he sits behind Mr. Trubisky until he mess up or something like that. Kind of the same scenario that Mr. Trubisky had here or something. I don't know, but I feel like the Buccaneers, they lost to Mr. Trubisky last year too. Remember, he went crazy. I think that game, I don't know what happened, but he just came in and just went crazy and won the game for us. But I thought the trade would be good because Devin White is a spectacular player. He's a former All-Pro. He's a former Pro Bowler, Super Bowl champion. He's an amazing player. He's only 25 years old. And instead of drafting a linebacker, you can just trade for a linebacker who you already know is great and who can fit your scheme perfectly. So I decided to trade their second pick for Devin White instead of drafting a linebacker, and I think it'll pay off well. And I know people may say Elon Roberts is already there and Cole Holcomb, but Elon Roberts is about to turn 30 years old, a little older now. And I feel like you add Devin White, you get more from Elon Roberts, him being in the rotational style, where you're getting more and like him just coming in like that, being a depth piece as well. So it'll help out everybody in the long run like that too. So I traded that and got Devin White, their second pick, and I feel like it's a good trade. With the 49th pick, I took Cody Mock, the offensive tackle from North Dakota State. He's a pillar type of guy. He's very versatile, solid guy, and you can put him on. He can be out there. And the Steelers need another tackle. We need another tackle on that. It'll be now if you're on defense, it'll be the right side. If you're on offense, the left side like that. But we need another tackle on that side because we've been kind of struggling on that side like that. And this guy right here is versatile. He's good in the run game. He has athleticism to get to the next level like that. And Steelers trying to run the football, trying to pound the football, and trying to get to that old school level of Steelers play when we won the Super Bowls, which is playing great defense and get to the quarterback and running the football. Sacking the quarterback and running the football is the formula through all the Super Bowls the Steelers have won like that. So we need to get back to that formula. Adding a guy like that would definitely do that. At 80, I took Kayshawn. I can never say his last name. The one from LSU, Kayshawn Bout. I think it's Bout or Bouty. I think it's Bout though. Like that. The one that's I think he's 6 foot, about 200 pounds. Very shifty, very quick. Got nice hands and stuff ability. He'd be a guy who you can just put into the mix, and he'd be one of those just like versatile guys and very shifty. There's a lot of receivers in this draft class. There's some receivers you can find now. Probably could have waited till later down on the line, but I feel like the Steelers, since we already got the linebacker, we can might as well just move the knees up a little bit. Take a receiver like that because we do need another receiver, and a guy like that will fit in perfectly with the Steelers. I know he's been rumored to maybe the Steelers might draft him. A lot of reports on Steelers Depot had that. The other Steelers news article had the rumors like that too. I was looking to some Keyshawn stuff like that. I was like, I mean, not Keyshawn, Kayshawn stuff, and he looked pretty good. He looked pretty good, quick, fast, shifty. He like one of those. He kind of remind me, kind of like Denzel Johnson style, but a little different like that. A little more explosive like that, and quick, a little quicker and a little more explosive, especially down the field and stuff. I feel like those type of receivers always fit well in Pittsburgh. Those guys who are route runners, who are shifty and stuff, like that, who are like a little smaller in stature a little bit, kind of like Antonio Brown a little bit. He was like 5'10". He had a good build too to him. This guy right here got a good build as well. But like the guys who are shifty, who can run the routes so well, I feel like they fit well in Pittsburgh for some reason like that. So adding him to the mix with George Pickens, with Deontay Johnson, will be very good. And then the 120th pick, I took Jaquan Roy, defensive tackle from LSU. We do need some defensive tackles. We need some more pieces on the line, and him being a rotational piece and maybe working his way up until being a starting. I was trying to take Jerron Dexter again, but Jerron Dexter was gone. I was thinking about trading up for Jerron Dexter. I was like, nah, we could just stay right here. We could take Jay Queen. I cannot say his name right. Jay Queen. I feel like he's a solid guy too. I haven't seen a lot of highlights on him. I've seen about a moderate amount, by probably 10 to 20 minutes. I've seen more highlights on, of course, Jerron Dexter. I've been talking about him a lot. Been watching him a lot too as well. I feel like he's gonna be a big steal because they got him around like the late second to third round, like mix. And I feel like he can be a first round talent a little bit. He might not be drafted in the first round, but I feel like he can turn out to be very, very good. But I didn't get to watch more on Roy, but I did see a little bit on Roy. So that's why I can take him because I really didn't know some of the other people that was there. So I was like, I'm just gonna take Roy, take people. It's the person I've seen stuff on like that. And then another person we took in 234th pick was Malik Cunningham, quarterback of Louisville. I have no idea who that is. But I took a quarterback because we traded our backup quarterback, and Mr. Trubisky. So I would take a quarterback to put behind him just in case. And then the last pick I took Viliami Fiaoko. I might say that name wrong. I don't know who that is either, but it was the best edge available. Need more depth or stuff like that. That was our last two picks right there, the 7th round picks. I don't know who you guys are, but sometimes you add depth. Maybe they turn out to be something, but the main ones that that's very important was the 17th, the 49th, and the 80th pick. We got our pieces. We got our cornerback, we got our offensive lineman, and we got our receiver, and then we got our linebacker too when we traded to get Devin Bush. So I feel like this draft approach was still a solid draft. Then this draft simulator I used this time, it didn't give me a grade. Usually they give you a grade, but overall I give this draft right here because we missed out because I tried to get Anton Harrison, but he was gone. I was thinking about trading it for him too. So on this draft, I probably give myself a B plus. A B plus on this draft. We got Joey Porter Jr., the cornerback. You know, pair him with Patrick Peterson, that'd be good. We got Devin White, who could be a starter, who's a former All-Pro, Pro Bowler, Super Bowl champion, amazing player. And then we also drafted Cody Mock, offensive tackle, for the offensive tackle lineman. I think that selection right there is a B right there because Anton Harrison's a little better, but Cody, he was the best one available, so it took him. And then Kayshawn Bout, getting him too from LSU. I thought that was nice too as well. So I give a B plus overall. Like that, we addressed all the needs, but this right here is the big story: is trading for Devin Bush. I mean, not Devin Bush. I keep saying Devin Bush. Don't want to trade for Devin Bush. Do not do that. Trade for Devin White. The second pick was technically it's a first, kind of like a first and a second pick. It's labeled a second pick because it's the 32nd one. But trading that pick and Mr. Trubisky for Devin White, I think that would be a good trade for the Steelers. Now, let me know in the comment section if you think that's too much. Because at first I thought it was too much too, but I'm looking at it like he's a former All-Pro and a former Pro Bowler and a Super Bowl champion, and he is very good too. But I don't know if his contract is, I don't know, I think they picked his fifth-year option or something like that. So his contract could be up. So it might be a little too much. Maybe they find a way to like maneuver down, like to trade less. I think maybe trade the 49th pick and then trade something else like that, like a lower pick. So you got to maybe renew his contract too in the long run. Maybe that approach, but this draft right here is a little different. I don't think it's my best draft ever. I think the best draft ever was the last one. That one right there, we hit everything. But this one, I give myself a B plus with this one. I feel like it's a solid draft like that. It's a good draft like that. But, you know, we kind of missed on a few people like that early on because of trade and stuff. But I still think in the end, we got the positions we needed. And, yeah, I think we do pretty good. But the next one, I'm going to try to do it live. If not, you'll see it pre-taped. But I hope you guys like this video. Leave some reactions in the comment section down below. And I'll see you guys next time on the channel. Peace out.